Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about when you should never work with an agency or hire any agency for your fashion D2C brand. So most of the brands, they work with an agency because they lack these skills, they lack the knowledge, know how to run the Facebook ads, Instagram ads. And again, you get to think but little bit in a long term perspective, like when you're hiring an agency, what's your objective? What I have seen, sometimes brands, they come to us also and they're like starting it out. It's not like, okay, if you're starting it out, you shouldn't work with an agency. There is no best, like, right or wrong timing to work with an agency. There is there has to be a right objective, when you're working with an agency. Like I have seen, sometimes brand, they are like, manufacturers, or they have a lot of inventory, in house, and now they are not able to sell off that inventory, and they see, other D2C brands, selling online, doing very well in the market, and then they think, okay, why I cannot do that for my brand, right? Why cannot I sell, on my own platform if same product, let's say some other brand is selling on their own platform, or on selling on Myntra or Amazon, Flipkart, right? So they have this, desire, you can say, or pain to not able to sell their own product on their own website. And then they decide, okay, now I have a lot of inventory, in house, and I want to move on this inventory, right? And then they come to an agency and they want to, the objective is not to build like a brand out of it, okay, or like having a long term, vision out of it, or giving, customer some sort of experience. It's just very desperate sort of experience, to sell off the inventory. I know I might be, sounding a little bit too, you can say, arrogant here, or you can say too um upfront. I don't know how do I put it in right words, but what I'm trying to tell is, if the only objective you have is to, just sell off your inventory, right, with the paid ads, with the paid Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or even Google ads, and you're not willing to innovate, try out new things, or experiment, right, be creative when it comes to content, or even your website, or giving the customers, the highest quality experience possible, then it might not be a best idea, to hire any agency who is just going to, let's say, run, paid marketing, Facebook ads or Instagram ads for you. I mean, they may promise you a lot, but it might not be the best option for your brand at that stage. Keeping that in mind, that you are starting it out online, you do not have any learnings, any optimize, any learnings, and you can say in your accounts, in your fake pixel, or even on your website, right? What is going to sell and what is not going to sell. So in that case, rather than having like, ambitious goal of selling, let's say I'm going to sell 10 CR worth of inventory this year, or even once a year, you should be a little bit more, thinking, okay, what is my objective, right? With this inventory, my simple objective could be, what is the best selling product out of this inventory that I have? If I find a winning product, do I have the resources to make more products, more similar products like that? And if I find winning products, do I have the resources, or connections to make a lot more creative content around that product, right? So I can make some brand out of that specific product or specific category. Not just, okay, I have, these 1,000 SKUs and I just want to sell them off on the website, and then I will launch some new collection, then I will do all these, things that like a successful D2C brand does. If you are following that approach, you are not, you're just going to drain your money. All right, it's not a best way to make money online. This is the biggest mistake I have seen, a lot of people have been doing recently. They have a lot of inventory and they just want to sell off that inventory, and they think they will do it by just running paid ads. So if you are one of them, I would recommend you not to do the same mistake. take a step back before you get into the paid advertising. Think why you are really doing it. What is your objective? Why do you want to sell online? What you really want to sell online? What if you find something which is selling online? What exactly you are going to scale it even further, right? And how you can be creative enough to create a lot of engagement, attention towards your brand. And when it comes to finding the best agency to do that for you, I mean, there is no best or, I would say best or and right or wrong agencies. Almost all the agencies have like which are specifically working with, fashion D2C brands like Arlocks. They understand the process and they have done it at least, for I would say 50 plus brands. They know what it takes to scale a brand, from 0 to 10 lakh or even 10 lakh to 1 CR per month. So I would suggest you first you be very clear that you're not getting into selling online just because of desperation. You are building a D2C brand because of a vision, because of a you want to do something, like from a long-term perspective, not just to make some quick buck overnight money or get 10x ROAS, 30x ROAS. You're going to waste your money. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next video.